Good morning, students. So today in this video we will discuss about the next part of Callus culture, which is the procedure that are involved in culture of a Callus. Actually, there are three criteria for Callus culture. What are these three criteria? First one is aseptic preparation of plant material. You have to prepare a plant material aseptically. Aseptic condition is necessary for Callus culture. The second point is selection of a suitable nutrient medium. As we have discussed in our previous video, for a biotechnologist, nutrient medium is essential. So you have to select a suitable nutrient medium for Callus culture. The third point is incubation of culture under controlled physical conditions. So incubation, what is incubation? Incubation of culture means a one line definition of incubation is to introduce the microorganisms into body, or you can easily write to introduce. So it will define incubation term. Next, now what are the different aseptic conditions of the plant material? Which conditions are considered as aseptic? We will discuss this criteria on the category sterilization. We have discussed in our previous video what is sterilization, what are the different methods of sterilization, which is an important question for your exams. So surface sterilization should be done. I will zoom this part so you can easily see. These are some of the 6 points which are related with aseptic preparation. First one is washed with running water. The plant material that is prepared aseptically should first be washed with running tap water. You always remember, if you have to prepare any solution, then you have to use distilled water. But if you have to wash any plant material, you can use running tap water, running normal water. The time may vary. It may be from 3 hours to overnight, depending upon the plant material. Next, 1% B.Sc treatment. These are some of the chemicals. B.Sc is a fungicide. It is a fungicide. So 1% preparation of B.Sc is used to treat the plant material. Next is, then you will rinse with 70% alcohol. These are the some steps which are involved in aseptic preparation of the plant material. Next, 1% sodium hypochlorite. 1% sodium hypochlorite is used for surface sterilization. After 1% sodium hypochlorite, 0.1% mercury chloride. And finally, you have to wash it with sterile distilled water. There is a major difference in aseptic preparation of plant material. In the beginning, you can wash it with running tap water, but after the treatment with different chemicals. At last, you have to wash it with sterile distilled water. 1 minute. Yes. Next. Now you are observing a hood-like structure. It is a cabinet, wooden cabinet, and you are observing a lady standing near the cabinet. Now, what is this cabinet? It is LAF, capital L, capital A, and capital F. LAF means laminar air flow. What is the function of this laminar air flow? This flow of air will be flown through this cabinet to prevent the contamination. This laminar air flow prevents the contamination. In this airflow cabinet, there will be filters which show 99% of absorption of different pollen grains, spores, microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses that will contaminate the system. So laminar air flow function is to prevent the contamination. The filters which are used are called as Hevia filters, HEVEA, Hevia filters. As you know, filter will absorb the contaminated part. So what is the function? Laminar airflow function is to prevent the contamination. Next. Now the second part is the selection of a suitable nutrient medium. So nutrient medium can be auxin cytokinin. It may be in the ratio of 10:1, it may be in the ratio of 100:1 to induce root formation. You always write the percentage of the component. In the second point, 1:10 and 1:100 proportion would induce shoot formation. Which percentage will induce root formation and which percentage will induce shoot formation? The intermediate ratios between 1:1 favor callus growth. This ratio will favor callus growth. Agar solidified or semi-solid nutrient medium are used, then the media are autoclaved. We have discussed in our previous video what is an autoclave, what is its function. If you can remember the pressure, it is 15 psi pressure and for 15 to 20 minutes, or you can easily write the medium are autoclaved. Temperature and pressure, if you can remember, then you can write the pressure is 15 psi pressure and the temperature should be 121 degrees Celsius. Next part. This diagram or the photo is a part of the culture room. So incubation of culture under controlled physical condition. So you have to incubate the culture, and the controlled physical conditions include temperature, photoperiod, light intensity, and relative humidity. Temperature should be it may vary depending upon the plant material or the material which is to be cultured. It can be 25 degrees Celsius. Photoperiod. Photoperiod means availability of light and dark period. It may also vary, but you can write journal solar 16-hour light and 8-hour dark. Light intensity. Students, always remember the unit of light intensity is lux. You can remember it with a soap. A soap is used which is called as lux. So light intensity may be 2000 to 3000 lux. This is in artificial conditions. Artificial conditions are used for incubation, not in natural. And the humidity, relative humidity should be 55 to 60%. These are some of the datas which are related with the incubation of culture under controlled physical conditions. You can easily write. Next. Now, if possible, you can draw this diagram. It is very easy diagram. I will focus you 1 minute. First part is explant. Okay, explant, as I have discussed so many times, it is a plant part. It is the part of the plant which is to be cultured. Now, in the second part, we are applying fungicide Bevistine, and you are observing a shower like structure upwards, which is the which represent, yeah, which depicts the washing of explant or the plant part with running tap water. Then after this, after running tap water washing, you have to treat it with fungicide Bevistine. After this, alcohol. After alcohol treatment, it should be sodium hypochlorite, mercury chloride. ठीक है. Next is, it will form explant pieces. Now you have to inoculate. After inoculation, it will result in callus formation, and at last it will form a new plant. So one point is related with this suspension culture. First I have to explain you कि you can easily draw this diagram. Just you have to write the steps involved and the pieces of the plant part. You can draw such jars or bottles or glasswares in this way if possible. 1 minute. Next. Now a last part is suspension culture. Suspension culture can be initiated from any part of the plant. Any part of the plant can be used for suspension culture. It is usually initiated or begin from friable callus. What is a friable callus? We have discussed in our previous video, which the callus which is loosely arranged. It is grown in culture and then it is transferred to liquid medium. Here you are using a liquid medium, not a solid medium, liquid medium. A term which is called as agitation, agitation. What is this term stands for? Agitation is the breakdown of cell aggregates into smaller clumps of cells. Means aggregation means together. So the cells which are present together, they can be easily broken down into smaller parts or clumps. It is an agitation process. It maintains a uniform distribution of cells. Always remember, this process always help in uniform distribution of the cell, and it also provide the gas exchange. So thank you very much for this video. We have completed about the callus culture. What are the different techniques? What are the precautions you have to take? Steps which are involved in callus culture. Thank you.